I'm here at HPE Discover in Madrid with Bagg, and InfoSight, of course, came with the Nimble acquisition.
That's correct.
But I understand you guys have expanded it to beyond just Nimble. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so last week we announced 3PAR for InfoSight. And so we've released the beta version of that. We have that at several customer sites right now. We will be deploying it for everybody and available in January of next year.
And maybe actually, I probably should have taken a step back for people who aren't already Nimble customers and using InfoSight. What is InfoSight?
So InfoSight is our predictive analytics platform where we collect data from all of our arrays in the field, and including 3PAR now, put that into our predictive analytics engine with a bunch of machine learning and rules around how to identify issues, hopefully before they occur, so we can inform our customer of those and prevent disruptions, improve performance, and really make their infrastructure much more sound based on global learning from the entire install base.
And what I'm hearing is you make their infrastructure better, which means you're not talking about just fixing their storage problems.
That's right. What we learned is that more than half of the issues that we deal with are not to do with storage at all. There are actually other things within that complex infrastructure. It might be the hypervisor, the operating system that's running on a host, the host itself, networking. All manner of those issues crop into those complex environments. So today we actually collect information not just from the storage array, but all the way up the stack through the virtual environment. So that's what we're using to really understand what's happening in that infrastructure.
And coming from a company that was much smaller as Nimble and then coming into HP, how was Nimble able to do this at a much smaller scale than HP size or HPE size?
It turns out that HPE 3PAR always was collecting very similar kinds of data, very deep instrumentation that was built into the product for analytics very early on with 3PAR. We did the same thing with Nimble. We probably have more sensors embedded in, but we took a different tact when we developed Nimble Storage. Right from day zero, the whole idea was to really build something that could transform the support experience. So from day one, we were doing that. So all that information that came back was being used to transform that experience by automating cases, predicting problems, trying to prevent them right from day zero. That wasn't the exact same tack that 3PAR took, although they had all the data. So that's what made it very easy for us to bring HPE InfoSight to 3PAR because they had all of the data already. The only thing we needed to really add there was the virtual environment and collecting that data for 3PAR systems. So that's what we've done over the last 5 or 6 months that we've released into beta now.
So why isn't everyone doing this?
I think, again, it was part of our DNA so early on, and we've been so successful with it. It is really one of the leading reasons why people buy Nimble. And when you ask, why aren't others doing it? I think nowadays others are doing it. They're trying to do it. They're trying to mimic what we've done with InfoSight. They see what we've achieved with that and the value proposition we have around that. So I think people are trying to mimic it. There's nobody that's near what we're doing, and we're always trying to be a leap, ahead of anybody else. So we most recently introduced and announced our AI recommendation engine. So this is where we're using much deeper machine learning and artificial intelligence to understand what's going on in the install base, especially around performance issues, and really being proactive and preemptive in making recommendations, very solid, sound recommendations, how to avoid issues that might stem from potential issues that are to do with performance in your environment.
And so we basically talked about 2 storage products within HPE as a source for InfoSight, identifying and resolving problems. Is it possible that we'll see this roll out across a broader spectrum of HPE products in the future? Yeah,
so our vision, long before the acquisition, was always to go up the stack more. So we started that with collecting information from vCenter and going up in the virtual environment. But we always wanted to do more than that. We wanted to get to the database layer, and to the networking and so on, and to the host operating system. So that was always part of the vision. And the way we've architected things, like InfoSight itself and that AI recommendation engine, accommodates that. The fact of the matter is, now that we've been acquired, HPE actually owns most of the stack, which is awesome for us. It's exactly where we wanted to be. Now we've got a big partner helping us along the way. So we are absolutely talking already to more of the product lines than just 3PAR on what does it really take to integrate with HPE InfoSight to really provide that same level of predictive analytics across the product lines and up that stack. So that is underway, and there's no committed dates yet on anything, but we're at least talking to all these engineering teams to understand what we can do there.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's great for us. I mean, we absolutely love it.
Thanks, Ryan.
Okay, great, thank you.